In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Dukes offense will start this game off with the football. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. The Dukes will call on their punt team. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Looking downfield, it's Rose. Starts to scramble to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now improvising. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Georgia State comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Panthers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to impose their will with the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming, being chased. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw, it's Rose. On target. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Panthers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
14, James Madison, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hand off to the single back. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Dukes will punt this one away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. The play action fake. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week and getting good. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up.
Going deep. He's got it. Into the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller, you're right. And those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Caught behind the line. It's Murray. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Rose. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll try to get the first through the air. Soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Dukes are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play, but it didn't get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To throw, it's Rose. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
Man, I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. With the catch, it's Keller. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Throws to the wideout. He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And the returner goes down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
Back to throw, it's Rose. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got a man, it's Washington. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half, and you know you're in good shape. I love it with this offense, man. No, we're not done yet. Like, we trust our guys. Trust your QB there to make a play, and he does. Big play down the field. Already leading, and now hungry for some more points.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got the back over the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers!
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle eight, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in a game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Huskies in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back over to your game in Harrisonburg. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Dropping back, it's Rose. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Might have a chance. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dukes! And the comeback is on.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now adjusting. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Panthers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run, let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man,
got some room to run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finding some room. Touchdown, James Madison. They take the lead with the 6.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Dropping back, it's Rose. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the right. Found the spot in the defense. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. The tag. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown.
Come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Poe.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides to the back. There's a crease. Lowers those pads. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Looking for a gap. It's Butler. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Rose. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Under fire. And down he goes.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Makes a man miss. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Try and play action. Working that left side now. Operating room after the juke, and he stopped.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Rose. He'll pull it down and run. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Murray.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Scanning the field, it's Rose. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and then he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll go to the air. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to get the 2-point conversion. Time's not on your side. There is no wait till a later point. It's go time. What's your 2-point play in this spot to tie the game?
And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped, and so too is the attempt to tie the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Some misdirection with the counter. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games.